Greetings, Bapu family. Bapu believe ambitiously, persevere opportunities outstandingly. This morning topic, marital rape. Firstly, Bapu TV would like to state that there should be a slight amendment to marital rape, the law which governs marital rape. Bapu TV believes that such law should be slightly amended, which include that a wife should provide sex or make herself available for sexual intercourse thrice per week unless there is medical reason not to participate in the act of sexual intercourse. Only if there is a medical reason, that is the only way that the wife should not participate in sexual intercourse. That's just that slight amendment to the law. Because it cannot be in which a wife can just use the law to her advantage. We have to have a balance in which a wife should not deprive her husband of sexual intercourse, right? Should not deprive her husband of sexual intercourse, and at the same time, the husband shouldn't have to force his wife to have sexual intercourse. So we have to have a balance. So I believe that such amendment would strike the balance in which a wife understand, because I'm not gonna even go into the aspect of submissiveness, because when it comes to submissiveness, I don't believe Jamaican women like the word submissiveness, probably other countries, but I don't believe Jamaican women like the word submissiveness at all. It gives them a sense of like someone want to, or control or dominating, domineering. So submissiveness is not a word that Jamaican women seems to like. So let's look at it in this way. Therefore, again, such amendment should include that the wife should provide her husband with sexual intercourse, always be available for sexual intercourse thrice per week. So whatever days, it has to be thrice, 3 times per week. So if it's sexual intercourse 3 times per week, the only way that woman should be able to file, to speak about marital rape, to address the issue of marital rape, such woman must fit such criteria. She must provide her husband, they must participate in the act of sexual intercourse thrice per week. If she did not participate, if she don't participate in sexual intercourse thrice per week, it would have mean that she breached. And there must be an explanation, whether it was medically, and if it is an explanation, medical reason why she was unable to provide her husband sexual intercourse thrice per week, such days should be rolled over in the other week. Because it cannot be, in which you get married to a woman, and every time the issue of sexual intercourse, there's a problem. This woman don't wish to have sexual intercourse. It's not a trophy. It's not a figure you bring at your home. So it's just how we look at it, and at the same time, I don't support any form of forceful sexual intercourse. Any form of forceful sexual intercourse would be considered rape. So therefore, to strike a balance, it is of utmost importance that the law, there is a clause, the law must include that the wife should make herself available for sexual intercourse thrice per week, whichever day she chooses within the 43 days. That's her business, right? But it must, so this should be mandatory. It must be 3 times per week unless there's a medical issue. We all understand that such, menstruation, monthly menstruation, and within this period of the monthly menstruation, as what I stated, there should be a rollover. So the days, those 3 weeks, so if she had her period within that week, 2 week, whatsoever time, those days should be rollover in the other week. So this is how it should be. And, there must be some form of accountability. Accountability and transparency is of utmost importance, even within the confines of marriage. It cannot be in which a woman can just say, okay, I don't feel for sex. And, and for the whole month, she don't in the mood for sex. You cannot marry a woman and she don't in the mood for sex. First thing, a man don't supposed to even ask for sex. The woman should know that that is her wifely duties. That is a part of her wifely duties, which she make love to her husband. You understand? So therefore, the law should include 3 times per week unless there's a medical issue. And if there's a medical issue, there should be a rollover. So here, both parties can see things eye to eye, and it can help to trample on marital rape. Because it cannot be a situation a man will naturally going to feel as if he's entitled to sexual intercourse because this woman, quote unquote, is wife. So his mindset can actually push a man to 15 years minimum imprisonment, or even life imprisonment for marital rape. So, and even such attempt, it can even rule into attempted rape. I believe the last time I checked, about 7 years in Jamaica. So if she even, when we're going to look at it in a legal standpoint, in a legal framework, and if she complained, if a woman reported that she was raped and the legal status of limitation of rape is 10 years, I believe. No jurisdiction, 10 years. So we have to look at it away, We have to look at it, such legal status of limitation also, and understand that we can help to prevent these things legislatively. We can correct a lot of issues that we face in society can be fixed legislatively. But for some reason, I don't understand why our legislators fail to take certain legislative steps to trample on these social issues that we face. And particularly within the confines of marriage, I don't believe that a wife should deprive her husband of sexual intercourse. But nevertheless, the law always going to supersede such belief. My belief, the law supersedes my belief, and I am a law-abiding citizen, and I will, yes, I will abide to the law. But to prevent marital rape, as what I said earlier, this must be included. The wife must make herself available for sexual intercourse thrice per week, and if there's a medical issue where she is unable to have sexual intercourse, those days should be rolled over. So what it does is prevent the issue of sexual intercourse, prevent the issue of marital rape, rather. So if you prevent that issue of marital rape, you will have less problem. You might have less divorce. Because a woman, report that a man rape her within the confines of marriage. I don't think it is rampant in our society in which these cases brought, these cases are taken up in which a wife may, allege that her husband raped her. It is not rampant. There must be a case though of marital rape in our country. But how I look at it is that there must be the legislative framework to trample on the issue of marital rape. because women will actually take such the law and use it, as an advantage. Because why should a man marry a woman and should always be seeking sexual intercourse elsewhere? He should be pleasured, he should receive sexual intercourse within the confines of his marriage, because if we're going to look at it on a biblical standpoint, a biblical perspective, right? If we want to look at it in a biblical perspective, we have to look at it in a way in which it is stated that the husband and the wife become one. This oneness. So if the question, we're going to look at it in a biblical standpoint, in a biblical perspective, we can look at it like, can a man rape himself? So if they become one, can a man rape himself? But we're going to look at the laws. The laws actually, with regards to it, the law governs marital rape. There's a law that which governs marital rape. So if the Sexual Offences Act, right, governs marital rape, I have to respect the laws, right? So the laws of the land must be respected. So therefore, a woman there must be this must be incorporated in the legislation. Again, 3 times a wife must provide sexual or make herself available for sexual intercourse thrice per week, unless there's a medical issue or condition in which she is unable to facilitate such act. And if that is the case, so those days should be rolled over to the other week. So if there was no sexual intercourse this week for whatever reason, whether it's a medical reason or whether it's her, regular monthly menstruation, it will roll over. So if she whatever days, so it's 3, so it's keep on roll over. So as long as she wants. So if the man decide that, the husband decide that, okay, I am entitled to 3 days this week because you didn't, 6 days this week because last week I didn't receive my 3 days of sexual intercourse. I wasn't able to have sexual intercourse with you, right? That's it. I didn't get to have sexual intercourse. Therefore, if I didn't get to have sexual intercourse, those 3 days should be rolled over. So 3 plus 3 are 6. So I have 6 days. So the husband can utilize those 6 days, and 7 days make 1 week. So he can choose to use those 6 days, right? So 6 days. So you should be able to have sexual intercourse. 6 days. Yes, 6 days if you so choose. Unless there's a medical reason why the woman don't wish to participate in sexual intercourse, and those 6 days that he is entitled to. And if those 6 days and she choose not, and there's a medical issue or whatever reason, or she's not in the mood, those days should be rolled over. Roll over. Yes, should be rolled over. And as what I said earlier, there must be accountability and transparency within the confines of marriage in all aspects of life. So Bapo TV, I am in support of marital rape, but I'm in support of the law which governs marital rape, but there must be some form of balance. That's what I'm saying. There must be a balance, so therefore include the 3 days. 3 days per week. And if a woman fail to make herself available within those 3 days should be rolled over to the other week. So Bapo TV, I am out. Blessings.